Hey y'all, Destinations Danny Gen X here, and ride with me as I talk about rent and food costs here in Chiang Mai. So I don't believe that I actually told you guys how much I pay for rent each month, and that's actually 20,000 baht, which equals to about $620 a month. And I also pay electric and water. I don't have any other expense related to the apartment besides electric and water. The apartment came fully furnished, as you can see, and my landlord said that I could change out anything that I wanted. So I'm on the fence of decorating with new furniture altogether, or just maybe buying a piece or two and then maybe putting some pictures up. So anyway, having said all of that, my electric for the first month was under $60, and I know my water bill was under $80. I'm sorry, under $20, you guys. Sorry about that. And I paid the water bill at the front desk of the apartment, and I paid the electricity bill through 7-Eleven. I pay my landlord directly inside of the bank because when I paid her the first time, she said that she incurred some type of international fee and she wanted me to pay it. So I didn't want to have to pay that anymore. So I just decided to pay her directly at Bangkok Bank. As far as food, I think it's actually cheaper to grab or eat out. This is just in my opinion because the way that I eat. Like if I were to go to a grocery store, because I don't know how to play with food item or food flavors, like to create or recreate a Thai dish, and I'm not genuinely a person that would look up recipes and say I'm going to go make this, I don't know, mango sticky rice, or what is another thing they have here? Pad Thai. I'm not that person. So when I go to a market, I'm going to buy food that would be from my Western ways of cooking. And so whenever you're going to grocery shop and buy Western foods, it's going to cost more than it would to buy local foods, vegetables, fruits, all of that, and ingredients. And so for me, I would spend almost as much as I would spend in the States if I wanted to buy food that I would make in the States. So for me to order Grab, I might pay $6 to $10 per meal on average. Sometimes I can get a little bit carried away and spend about $20 on a meal, but that's few and far between. And that's if I go to the restaurant or if I have Grab deliver. So between delivery fees and going out, I can easily eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner for under $20. And most of the time, since I only eat maybe once or twice a day and I just drink a lot of water in between, it's easy to say that it's much cheaper per month to eat out, order through Grab, walk to a local restaurant than it is to buy groceries. So that's my take on living and spending. If you want to get a cheaper apartment than $600 a month, they're out there, but they may not have as much space as my apartment has. My apartment is like the average space in a one-bedroom apartment in the States is about 900 square feet. Most apartments here probably are about 300 to 400 square feet. I don't know if I know for a fact that I could not continue to live in something that small. I don't need a lot of space, but I needed more space than what I had there, especially when the couple of times that I did have to stay in because of the storm and cook, it wasn't enough space. You know, the counter space, the sink, then there's no extra tables and stuff like that. So you could get a cheaper space if you went if you stayed in something small, or if you stayed outside of the city. And because I'm single, I don't want to be outside of the city limits, because that means I'll have to travel into the city to, you know what I mean, to socialize. And so for me right now, living outside of the city is not priority to me. But maybe as I get older, that might change. So keep in mind, if you're thinking about coming here, if you're wanting to cook like you would at home, it definitely would cost more to do that. It would probably equal about to what up to the same of what you're spending in the States. If you know how to make local cuisine, it would be cheap, and order and grab and going to a restaurant is cheap as well, or it's very cost effective. I'm going to remove the word cheap because I hear that is a sign of disrespect to say that here. So sorry. It's less expensive to order, grab, or to eat out, unless you know how to cook local foods, or you know how to play with seasonings to, I don't know, be adventurous in the kitchen. If anyone has any other take on their feelings about Chiang Mai, feel free to leave some information in the comments. But yeah, that's my experience. I hope that you take something away from this if you are thinking about coming here. It's definitely something to consider. I will say, when I told a couple of people that I paid just under $60 for electric, they thought that was high. I keep my AC on and I don't turn it off. And of course, these are like they're not window units, but they hang on the wall. So I don't believe, or at least I don't know how to adjust so it can cut off after, how you can set your AC to automatic and in the States, and then once it hits the certain temperature, it'll cut off. I don't know how to do that, and I don't think these ACs actually have the capacity. I think you can run it for a certain amount of minutes and then it'll cut off after that, but it doesn't adjust according to the temperature in the room, if you know what I mean. So I have been trying to remember to cut the AC off when I leave my apartment, and we'll see if if that makes a difference for the upcoming bill. I'll be able to, I guess, get some bills over the next few months and come back and give you an update. And if hopefully it is less. For me, I'm comfortable paying what I pay for rent. I don't want to go any higher than what I'm paying right now, because I eventually want to incorporate a housekeeper and a chef. And as soon as I get some things together, I'll definitely be able to do that. I mean, because I didn't come here to live like I lived in the States. I definitely want to live more comfortably. And for me, I could care less about cooking and cleaning. And if I could incorporate that into my budget, and it doesn't feel like it's a stress to my pockets, then I can concentrate more on losing weight, getting in shape, and getting mentally healthy as possible. The older I get, the more important that is for me. And I'd rather spend time gaining strength than sweeping, mopping, cooking. And if I can help the economy out by paying someone else to do it, I will definitely be doing that within the next few months. So that's my take, guys. I hope you have learned something from the information that I've shared. If you know anything different or found that grocery shopping is cheaper, let me know about that in the comments if you already live here. And please continue to like, follow, and comment. I appreciate all of your comments, and please tell others to follow as well. Y'all have a great one. Y'all be easy. Destinations Danny, Gen X. And I'm out.